The art of pizza making is not a secret science. Well, it's a science because it's essentially based on chemistry, because we are gonna melt some ingredients together. We're gonna use yeast, which is alive, we are gonna use salt, we're gonna use our flour, so proteins, and so on. That's why it's very, very important to follow step by step the recipes. As instance, how many times did you try and past making some pizza and then the final result didn't really satisfy you? That's because probably that recipe was saying, as instance, add 1 spoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of oil. That's not the best, because a teaspoon can measure different quantities depending on the actual size of the teaspoon. That's why it's very important to measure wherever you add in the recipe. And now, by following my recipe, you will see the best results ever. The recipe I'm sharing is a recipe to be used for 24 hours fermented pizzas. This means that you make a pizza now and the pizza will be ready tomorrow at the same time. Why? Because pizza is a matter of time, is a matter of dedication. The longer you wait, the better it will be. This is because the yeast, which is the booster, is actually alive, and the yeast needs a certain time to elaborate the proteins, to eat the sugars, and to produce carbon dioxide. So now, if we add a lot of yeast to make sure to speed up the racing, we are cheating, because yeast won't have enough time to do all these operations in the proper way. So now, if we add a certain quantity of yeast, which is just few, a little quantity of yeast, we can make sure that this is happening in a long time, and at the end the dough will be very light and will be very good. So that's the reason why. How many times did you go to pizza places or you ordered a pizza and the pizza made you very thirsty, or you felt, a lot of acidity at the end of the dinner or lunch? This is because that kind of pizza was a pizza made by adding a lot of yeast and by using a strong flour. Bear in mind this term, this word, strong flour, because on the market there are several kinds of flours depending on the strength. So you can find weak flours or strong flours, but we talk about flours later. In this class we are going through the history of pizzas, but we discover more the classic pizzas, which are margherita and marinara. Moreover, we will go through the terminology of pizza, so whatever is part of pizza world. We'll discover some essential tools. We'll go through the yeast, which is a very important element, as I said before. Then we'll see how to measure correctly the ingredients, and then we'll discover many kind of tips, many kind of hacks to make sure that your pizza will reach best results ever. Then we'll going through the toppings, so how to choose the best toppings, and then we are going through the cooking itself. And the cooking, the way you are gonna cook pizza is revolutionary, because we are going to cook this pizza in a regular oven, the home oven. We are not using a wood-fired oven or a gas oven. It's basically the oven you have at home. And this is because we are gonna split the cooking into different phases. For the first one, you are gonna use a frying pan or a crepe pan to cook the bottom, while we are gonna add toppings of pizza. And then the second part will happen inside the oven. And then we will be able to cook a pizza in just 100 seconds. Consider that a typical cooking time in a wood-fired oven could be around 90 seconds. So we are gonna cook almost the same time, which is great. And this is going to give to our pizza the special flavor, the special taste you can find in the best pizza place.